and the Dallas Cowboys, taking on Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Stop made by Gerald McCoy.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 28.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. He'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Josh Jacobs, the ball carrier. Brought down at the 30-yard line.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this carries into the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. Now the Raiders heading back out, and as we've mentioned, first year in Las Vegas and the new stadium, of course. So this now year 3 of John Gruden's second tenure. 11-21 so far, Charles. Probably not what anybody had in mind, but what kind of chances do you see of the Raiders competing this year in the AFC West?
Maybe a little bit better than some. Maybe I'm giving them a little bit more credence than I'm supposed to, but...
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Derek Carr.
The 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
When he came out of college, I thought his best attribute was being able to break the pocket and make plays in the open field. But watching him develop over the years, you see a guy who can stand in the pocket and deliver excellent throws into tight windows.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brings up 2nd.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Elliott, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
That's good for a
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
To Ezekiel Elliott.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's
on 2nd down. It's Elliott, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
Brings up third down.
On third down, Elliott, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 33 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Carr gives to Richard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
4 yards.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Raiders nothing.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Nice catch up by Tyrell Williams, who got off to a hot start. Heck, I'd call it a blazing start in 2019, scoring a touchdown each of his first 5 games. And he has history as a big-time receiver as well. 1,000 yards receiving for the Chargers back in 2016.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Cowboys offense going to work, coming off a disappointing 2019 season, 8-8 the final record, no playoff berth, no shortage of off-season storylines either, starting with Jason Garrett out and Mike McCarthy in.
Yeah, that was one way to eliminate the gloom of everything you talked about, how they finished the season with a chance to go to the playoffs and don't get in. But when you change your head coach, that brings in that optimism. Now remember, this is a franchise gone 24 years since their last NFC Championship game appearance. So Mike McCarthy understands his mission, and it's to win championships, and he won a Super Bowl in Green Bay.
And Charles, there's certain franchises where it's get to the playoffs, win big or bust. And you mentioned that number with Dallas, how long it's been, but this still feels like it's that franchise, right? They need to win or their fans aren't satisfied.
Their fans aren't satisfied. People around the league expect them to contend for a Super Bowl each and every year. The big thing for them now, Dak Prescott, he got signed on the franchise tag, so he'll be their quarterback. But will the defense rise up? Because remember, they lost Robert Quinn, Byron Jones, Gerald McCoy went down in training camp with an injury. So they really need Mr. Tank Lawrence to come to the front.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Malik Collins drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchdown. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Amari Cooper and the Cowboys set to take over once again. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 37 yards. And the Raiders are back within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Always got some breathing room. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Intercepted by the Raiders.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Shotgun now for Carr. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And a Raider first down.
Right there, 54, right there.
Carr now on first down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
First down, Raiders.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Let's pick it up. It's outside, guys. Outside. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Carr now on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
To 2nd and 10.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that will do it for this first half. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 at the 41.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
A gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, it's Elliott. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 9. First down, Dallas.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time.
And the Raiders have got him. Malik Collins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Ball carrier.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr able to find Waller. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of
1st down Raiders, Carr to Waller.
First down.
It's just me and you.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Dallas, Texas is the spot, 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. This pass from Carr taken in by Waller. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, 59 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
CeeDee Lamb is intended target. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Throwing now is Carr. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas.
To Henry Ruggs.
3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. This is Tony Pollard. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Malik Collins getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Prescott looks to throw on first. You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Las Vegas.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure, he's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Zerline now for the PAT. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
It's a gain of
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
the ball carrier.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro.
Complete.
Give him 7 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings
The
up
battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. From the gun, Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 42. First down Vegas as Carr finds Ruggs that time.
Raider first down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Dontari Poe in on the stop.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Carr to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end, he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. Prescott to throw.
At the 46-yard line.
He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Now Prescott. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And it's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
From the 21, it's second and 10. Prescott. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners.
Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.